So I will open a notepad. Yeah, hi Minaj. Try to join before 9 itself. So before starting like today's session, I just want a confirmation from Hal. Like, is it okay to join at 9 a.m. or you want at 10? So I just want confirmation from all. 9 a.m. is okay for you, right? Or if you want at 10 a.m. It depends upon you. Just confirm in the chat. Depending upon the majority, let's consider this. If it is 9 a.m. okay, no issue. Because people are not joining at exactly at 9 a.m. That's the reason I'm asking. 9 a.m. okay, right? For all? Or you want at
Yes.
10 a.m.?
Just now, 9 a.m. is okay. So we'll keep a
For me also it's equivalent.
yeah 8:45. We'll keep it. Then only 9 o'clock everybody will play on sharp time. So we'll keep it as
Okay,
8:45.
then
10
great.
a.m. Yeah, 10 a.m. also I'm very good. So if anybody wants to start 10 to 11 also it's good only. But depends on others also.
Yes, yes.
Convenience.
Okay. So Arshini, 9 or 10?
I am fine with both the timings there, 9 or 10
Okay.
is fine.
Okay. Pradeep Gautam.
For me to anytime is fine.
Okay. So yeah, Minaj, anyway, I know your timings. You are like okay at 10 a.m.
Yeah, hi Pawan. I had some sound issues. I think it's clear.
Okay. My voice was clear, right?
No, I just could see on the notepad. I was not able to hear yours, or I was not able to say anything also.
No, no, like from my side, is there any
No,
disturbance?
no, no, not from your side. It was from my side.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Charan, are you comfortable with 9 a.m. or
Yes, yes. I'm comfortable with 9 or 10 anytime.
okay? So yeah, Naveen Reddy. So you're comfortable with 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. or both? Okay. So then try to join at 10 a.m. from tomorrow. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. 10 a.m.
So not 10 a.m. means you need to join at 9:45.
Yeah, yeah. 9:45 we'll keep it as time, and so 10 will be everybody will be set on time.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
So try to join at 9:45 a.m.
Yeah, great. Thank you.
and
Sure,
we will go.
sure, Pawan. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
So yeah, let's start today's class. So in starting 3 to 4 classes, it will be 40 to 45 minutes session will be there. Then after that, slowly it will go to 1 hour, not more than that. So in today's session, we are going to learn about how to install this Terraform. So before that, we need to know what is this Terraform, right? Terraform is an open source. Who developed this?
Ashika.
Yes, developed, and it's developed in Google language, Go language. So installing Terraform is much like downloading an executable file on your system, and you need to add it to your path variable. That's it. It's very simple. If you are using Mac, if you want to install Terraform, command will be brew install Terraform. If you are using Windows, you need to first download the chocolatey from the internet, then after choco install Terraform-y, Terraform will be installed. So today's task for you to install the chocolatey in your Windows system and install Terraform. So now what are the Terraform terminologies? So I said yesterday, right? Provider. How Terraform identify? I need to create in AWS cloud. I need to create in Azure cloud. I need to create in like Google cloud. How Terraform can able to identify whether I need to create on that particular cloud? So it will have a provider. So this specifies Terraform way to create infrastructure. Resource. Resources are the core elements of your infrastructure, right? Resource nothing but whatever you create. If you create a server, if you create a database, if you create a EC2 instance, whatever it may be, whatever you create, that call it as a resource. That's it. And it's a core element. So the inputs which we specify about the resource are called as argument. Whatever you provide the inputs, that is called as an argument. Don't worry if you don't understand. I will show you with example. When we create resources using Terraform, they specify some outputs of the resource, which call it as attributes. So what are the inputs you provide? It is called as an argument. Whenever you create anything, you will get some output out of it. That output will call it as an attributes. So what is this data source? We will discuss briefly about this data source after 5 days. So this helps in querying information. Nothing but if you want to get some information about your AWS resources, you can use a data source. So just remember this. We will talk about this later. So how to write this Terraform configuration file? Nothing but Terraform script, right? First we need to specify the provider. Then only, right, Terraform can able to identify I need to create in on that particular server or particular cloud. So this is the basic syntax, right? You provider, name of your provider, argument one, value. I said, right, whatever you provide inputs. Let me go back. The inputs which we specify about the resource are called as arguments. Same thing we are doing, right? Inside the provider, we are providing the argument one, argument two. So how to write this? Don't worry, you no need to by heart this. I will tell you how to write this. Let me come out. I will go to. You need to know how to Google. If you learn how to Google, you will rule inside the company. Okay, whatever issue you get, you need to know how to Google and find a solution for that. For suppose, just for example, I got an issue on AKS cluster. So what I will do, 413. So client has created a ticket. He is getting 413 error in AKS. What I did, I just search 413 error code, ingress AKS. Then I just gone to this article. Stack Overflow is a website which provide you. So whatever the issue you are getting, so many people already faced that and they have already find a solution for that. You need to know how to Google it and go to that website, and you need to learn. Like if you see error parsing HTTP 413 response body, same issue, request entity too large. Same issue is also facing, my client also facing, right? Then after what I did, I just read, just you need to read everything. I just go on and read everything. So if you see, I just find helpful about this. Above setting work for me on AKS in Nginx. 0 means no limit, and if user want to apply upload limit, just replace 0 with desired limit as like 150 M. So why this error is getting? First you need to know. So client was getting error while uploading the files. It's showing a limit error. So he is trying to upload a file more than 30 MB, but it is not taking. So what the solution for that? 0 means no limit. What I did, I just copied this. I copied this. I just added this one more line in the ingress file. That's it. I applied it. So it's solved. But client is facing this issue from past 6 months. Just adding one line in the ingress file, it solved the issue. And it's a recent 2 weeks back, I think. I get a task on this. No one was able to solve that, and its task was created 6 months back. So as I said, right, you need to know how to Google. You need to know how to find out the solution. Even if it is new, if you ask me, this is new for me. But if you know how to Google and get a solution, easily you will solve every issue. Just try to, whatever error you are getting, you need to search in such a way you will get a solution for that. Now I don't know what is this provider. I will just Google Terraform provider. I don't know what is that. Enter. So it's registry.terraform.io. This is the official website of Terraform. So I will just right click, open a new tab. Okay. If you see, these are the providers supported by Terraform. AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, Kubernetes, Alibaba Cloud, Oracle Cloud. So there is, if you see, there is a tick mark. I will choose only official providers. Right? These are the official providers. Nothing but AWS is an official, Azure is an official. Google Cloud, Kubernetes. Official is nothing but Terraform will manage this. Partner, you know, right? Even if you just take the example of business, right? I am a partner of this business. He is just a partner. In the same way, Alibaba Cloud, Oracle Cloud also is a partner for Terraform. Terraform will not support. Alibaba will look over it. If there is an issue getting, Alibaba will give support. You know about community. This is the community who provide freely, and you can create your own community. Nothing but we, normal people who created these providers. So these many providers was supported by Terraform. Okay, now you get like got clarity, right? How many providers in the interview, even if they ask how many providers Terraform supports, you can blindly tell. They, like in the official documentation, Terraform has already provided supported providers. So I will check over on that website. So but as per my knowledge, like whatever I right now I remember, it supports AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. So these three clouds should support damn sure. Remaining also, there is some partner and community providers are there, and we can find it in Terraform website. You can, if you can able to answer this like this, at least it will be, and you will not ask anymore. Now you got clarity about Terraform, right? How Terraform get to know I need to create on particular cloud using these providers, it will find out. So how to write this provider? Okay, Terraform provider AWS. So I will go open link in new tab. So if you see, so provider AWS region US East 1. Nothing but you will give the provider name, which provider you, it's AWS, and in which region you want to create this. So what is this region? Forget about it. We are going to discuss with real life example. You will get clarity. And you need to know knowledge on AWS cloud. Even if you don't know anything about AWS cloud, I will discuss. But your work was to learn VPC in cloud, right? Just learn VPC in cloud. A virtual network, I think, for in Azure. First focus on AWS, then after we can focus on Azure. So you learn what is this VPC. I will discuss about it, but if you before that, if you learn about that, it will be an easy for you. It's a cakewalk. So this is the syntax. Provider region. That's it. Not more than that. And here, if you see, required provider and version of your provider. Nothing but how Terraform will work. Right? Terraform download plugins related to cloud. Okay. So in that also you will be having versions. So that's what here we have defined. You no need to confuse. So what it will do, it will go from source archicop AWS. I said you right. Terraform is managed. Official images will be managed by Terraform. That's the reason. Location was where it is archicop slash AWS. It will go. So you no need to like know deep knowledge how it will download and all. Learn Terraform. So it's a headache of Terraform in the background. It will download. You need to know how to define the script. That's it. So what is the version? And thereafter you will define provider region. That's it. So I said right, whatever you create inside the cloud, it's a resource. So if you want to create a VPC, this is an example resource AWS underscore VPC. We will discuss about this. What is this resource? What is the CADR block? We will discuss. Now you got clarity on this provider, right? How we will define provider, name of your provider, right? Provider, what is the name of your provider? It's AWS. I given AWS. So whatever value you will give, so whatever you define, it's a argument, right? Region is an argument. Region will have value, right? Now let's go to another slide. So we need to find a right resource from the provider. So right, how you will create define the resource resource type, resource name. Resource, what is the resource type? Nothing but VPC. Resource name, what is the VPC name? Argument. So I will go back to again here resource name, resource type, resource name. Resource type was AWS underscore VPC. Resource name was example, whatever name you want you can give it, but resource type should be AWS underscore VPC. Okay, you no need to buy hard this. You need to know how to use the official documentation. Anyway, this is the first class, right? It will be little bit confusing for you. Day by day, you are going to learn. And inside that you have defined CADR block. What is the CADR block? We will discuss.
IP address.
Yes. So I want to create a private S3 bucket in AWS cloud. What is the syntax? So if you see, first we will define the provider as I said, because how Terraform will know I need to create on that particular cloud? Provider AWS region, in which region you want to create this. Then after I want to create a S3 bucket, right? I don't know how to write, how to create the S3 bucket. Simply what I will do, Terraform AWS S3. I will just search. So if you see, I got the official website, AWS underscore S3 underscore bucket. I will open, right click and open a new tab. So this is the syntax. So now you got clarity, right? How to Google. If you join the company, if they ask you to create a RDS, you don't know how to create it, but at least you can Google it. Yes or no? Terraform AWS, what you will do in the place of S3, you will just Google RDS, right? You are getting the official documentation or not? Open, right click in new tab. This is the way. As a DevOps engineer, you need to how to, if you know how to Google it, you are going to rule. So this is the module and examples. Sometimes even if you Google, you will not get a good reference. Then you need to go back. So Terraform AWS RDS. Right, if you see, this is the basic syntax to create a RDS database instance. You need to copy paste and you need to change the values depending upon the requirement. You can ask whoever raised the ticket, right? You can directly ping him, right? There will be, whenever they raise the ticket, right? In my company, they are using a ServiceNow tool. ServiceNow tool. So whenever they raise a ticket, we will get information about whoever raised the ticket, their email ID and all. What I will do, I will take that email and search in MS Teams, right? Then directly ping him to connect. So if I don't understand what is the requirement, what I will do, I will just directly ping him and I will tell him to connect with me in the call, so that I will get a clarity what he is what he want, what he is facing. So that rather than understanding the issue, if I directly connect with him, I get some clarity, so that it's very easy for me. And communication is very important. Even if you don't know any skill, if you know the communication skill, how to connect and how to talk, you it will be anywhere you are going to roll. Okay, right now just focus on AWS underscore S3 bucket. Resource, what is this? Resource type and resource name. What is this? Argument value, right? Resource type, resource name, argument value. So provider AWS, in which region you want to create, resource AWS underscore S3 bucket, my bucket, bucket name, and it's a private. So whenever you create anything in AWS cloud, first you need to know how to create it manually. So without knowing how to create it manually, you cannot automate that, right? Without using steps, even if you in the building, if you don't know how to go to the fifth floor or fourth floor using steps, you cannot use the elevator like that. You need to know steps, because if the elevator fail, your option was manual, right? So that's the reason manual approach is very important. Then after, try to implement that approach in Terraform. So first what you need to do, you need to find a provider and you need to Google it. Why I'm telling to Google? Because I learned like that itself. Whatever tool I learned like that itself. That's the reason I'm also like telling you to, because as a human in DevOps we have multiple tools. If you buy hard everything, your brain get vanished. Why you need to buy hard? Already there is a Google is available. He is helping us. No need to like remember. Even today I will not remember. I will, if I want provider, I will go search Google. I will copy paste. That's it. You no need to write.
Yeah,
Why you need to waste your time in writing?
yeah,
Yeah,
hi.
someone is asking.
Yeah, like without by hacking and all in the interviews, like how we need to face, they will ask us to write the script, right? So then,
They will expect you the skeleton. They will not expect you the exact syntax. Okay. If I ask me to write a provider syntax,
mhm.
this is the syntax, right? Resource syntax. Can you able to write this? I'm not expecting you inside the values. I'm expecting the skeleton. Can you able to write this?
Yes, yes,
If you practice, you can able to write.
yeah,
In the
okay,
first class, you cannot. It's not. It's simple. If you practice 2 to 10 times, whenever they ask you to write simple, you can write provider, right? Open bracket, close resource, open bracket, close bracket, and you can explain inside the provider. We will define the provider type. This is the argument. This is the value. Inside the resource, we will give you the resource type. This is the resource name, and inside we will be having argument. You need to explain this. They will expecting you to write simple syntax, and they need some explanation. They just want to check whether you worked real time or not, because of some people who are keeping experience. That's the reason they are doing this all these things. If you learn perfect, even if you keep experience, if you know how to explain that, definitely. Yeah, I can understand. In the interview, they will ask some basic syntax. What interview purpose? It's a not tough to remember. Okay, just a moment. Let me delete this. I got 2 times. Now we will discuss about Terraform workflow. So whenever I said you write, whenever you write a TF file, first you need to execute Terraform init. So then it will download the provider. What is that provider? Whatever you define inside the provider section. Then after you will Terraform apply. It will create the infrastructure in your AWS cloud. Terraform destroy. It will destroy the infrastructure. This is the basic workflow.
ఇది గుర్తుపెట్టుకో తర్వాత మాట్లాడుకుందాం ఇది గుర్తుపెట్టుకో తర్వాత మాట్లాడుకుందాం
Right? Just remember this. We will talk about this later. Okay. And in the previous slide, it's a Telugu. If you know Telugu, you will understand. But if you don't know Telugu, right? I'm just asking you to just remember this. We are going to discuss about this later. Yeah, I'm just becoming a memer. So yeah, if you like this type of explanation, then I will continue in further sessions. So next I will show you how to create practically a S3 bucket in AWS cloud using Terraform in tomorrow's session. So right now I will show you how to create manually an S3 bucket in AWS cloud. I said you right, you need to know how to create a S3 bucket. So if you see recently visited, I am getting S3, but I will just search S3. Scalable storage in the cloud. Nothing but you can treat this S3 as a Google Drive. How we will be having a Google Drive? S3 also one type of Google Drive for the companies. And it support many feature compared to Google Drive. It supports versioning. So it's taking time. Like you, whoever join, all people know Telugu.
Yes.
Oh, Telugu.
Yes, Telugu.
So if you see, I have Photoshop as well, right? If you want meme type presentation, just let me know, because I have created 5 days of session, right? Remaining 10 days I need to create. So in that I will implement this. I just want a feedback from you. So because people will remember movie stories, but they cannot able to remember, right, this concepts and all. So okay, if you want to create a bucket, let's come back to, right, you just click on create bucket. You will give the bucket name my S3 DE demo. So in which region you want to create? AP South 1, ACL disable. So now I will show you the, let me open day 2 syntax. Resource, bucket name, same, right, bucket name. Here we have defined region, right, ACL disabled, right? How you will know? If you know how to create manually, then only you can define the values inside, right? Public access. By default it will be blocked. Then just simply click on create bucket. Manually you can create a bucket like this. So if you want to create one bucket, okay, log in and go and create a bucket. But as a DevOps engineer, our job was to, if the company wants hundreds of buckets at a time, then what you can do? You can use this automation tool so that you can save the company time and you can create at a time.
Yeah, hi, Pawan. Actually, I need to know, like, there is an you have in script there is an resource name they have given, it's a bucket name or
So if you see resource type, resource name, this is the resource name for of the Terraform. Bucket name will be defined here. We are working in the Terraform, right? Terraform need to identify. So it's for Terraform purpose. The resource name for the Terraform purpose. Bucket name will be defined inside the resource. Okay, you will
Okay.
understand. In going forward, you will get clarity. What is the resource name? Why we are defining that? It's for Terraform. Terraform maintains some states and all. So when we enter the topics, you will get clarity. So yeah, that's it for today. So I want to discuss the flow which I will teach, right? People getting confusion. So if I so actually I started with Git, Jenkins, Docker, Kubernetes. Now I am teaching Terraform. Then after Ansible, monitoring. So if you see, Naveen was joined, Sai Naveen was joined from Git, Jenkins, Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform. Again, the cycle will goes on. So now in best place to join, right? Join from here, or you can join from and don't join at Kubernetes, join from Terraform. Because Docker and Kubernetes there is a link. That's the reason I will not recommend. Join from Terraform. If you are joining Jenkins, don't join from Git. In the same way, there is no link in Terraform on and all the tools. You can join blindly from Terraform or even from Ansible as well.
Voice
Now
is
people
not
want
audible properly.
okay.
And,
Repeat the
audible
last
or
sentence. Voice is getting break.
Okay. Now still facing.
Now we able to hear it. Can you repeat the last sentence?
Okay. Yeah, like what is the best to join? So you can join from Git, right? Best place to join. You can join from Docker, or you can join from Terraform, or you can join from Ansible tool, right? Previously I have completed the Kubernetes, now I started the Terraform. So whoever joins from Terraform, first they will learn Terraform, then after they will learn Ansible, right? They will learn monitoring, then they will come again to Git, Jenkins, Docker, Kubernetes. Their DevOps will be completed like this cycle will going to repeat continuously. So every tool will be having 10 to 15 plus, right? 10 to 15 days. Every tool for me it will take 10 to 15 days to teach. Okay. For every tool, because I need to discuss about everything, right? So you can calculate how many days it will take to complete. And people will have confusion for Git. I am charging, like people who want to join, like who want to learn only Git. Yes, you can learn only Git. Whenever I start the Git, you can join, and for Git, it's 2000 rupees. For Jenkins, it's 3000. If you want to learn only Jenkins, you can enroll only Jenkins. If you want to learn only Docker, you can enroll for only Docker. So after every tool, there will be project. Okay. So only Kubernetes, and Kubernetes is a heavy topic. There I will cover Helm as well, right? That's the reason Kubernetes it's 5000. Terraform same, remaining all tool same amount, 3K. Ansible as well. So in the monitoring we will discuss about Prometheus, Grafana, all these things. So some people will have no budget issues. So if you compare all this, total DevOps, $22K INR. Discount 20K. It will be one time payment. As I said, as a passion I'm teaching, right? And you can ask me how much package I can expect in the company. It depends upon you. But you can expect what are the content I am providing. You can go until 20 LPA. If you have multiple offers, like offer letters, you can go like whatever possible, but you can expect whatever the content I'm providing, 20 lakhs per annum you can expect. So I hope you got clarity. Like people who now majority people who joined from Terraform, right? So your flow will like this: Terraform, Ansible, monitoring, Git, Jenkins, Docker, Kubernetes. So after completing Jenkins, I will tell you to update a resume so that you can at least you can attend interviews. At least you can able to pass 1 or 2 rounds. Then you at least you need to get out of that fear. Then automatically you can crack a job. So learning is one skill, cracking is another skill. If you learn, you will get a job. No. Interview performing was different. Learning was different. Devops package. So I will update this image in WhatsApp channel as well, so that you can go through it. I'm stopping the recording.